Alright, so for this week's Writing to Learn journal, we're going over our lesson plans. And so for mine, Megan helped me a lot. So the lesson title is Do You Hear What I Hear? The subject grade level is music for fifth grade. And the lesson plan was created by me and Megan. And the lesson theme is identifying music, and it only takes 45 minutes. So basically, what it is here's the TEAG, the objectives, and the assessment methods. And I mean, this was pretty simple. I didn't have much trouble doing the table and all. So, I mean, basically, what the activity is going to be is the fifth graders will identify and describe music from diverse genres, styles, periods, and cultures by breaking the class into groups of three. And each group will be assigned a genre, period, or style, or culture, and listen to a recording. And so here's the formative assessment method and the summative. And so the formative is the teacher will show an example of what the activity will be based off, asking the students if they can identify the genre and period. The summative is the students will then present to the class what they observe in their assigned groups. So the materials needed, I mean, I know most classrooms have at least computers there. So, I mean, I created 4 groups and gave them a link to watch. And so that would be 4 computers. And the computers would already have the link there. I mean, so you don't have to go through the trouble of, you know, having them mess around before finding the video or whatever. And so I learned that the materials need to be very specific. Well, everything needs to be very specific. That's one of the things that I didn't know was so strict about lesson planning that Megan told me that it needs to be so detailed that a substitute teacher can be able to teach the lesson. Okay, so what is next is the introduction and anticipatory set for a lesson. And so what this is well, what the teacher says before starting the lesson. And I like this is part of Megan's idea, which is to start off with a quote. So the quote is from Mozart, and it says, Music, even in situations of the greatest horror, should never be painful to the ear, but should flatter and charm it, and thereby always remain music." So that's a really nice quote, and I really like the idea of starting with it. Um, and so that's what you say before starting the lesson, like that's the first thing you tell them. And so from there, the teacher would ask the class to name different genres or styles or periods of music. And each student who has an answer can come up to the board and write what they know. And the teacher will allow as many volunteers as possible before calling on those who may have trouble coming up with one. And with my experience, this past summer I worked in a summer camp for elementary students, and I would think that they didn't know that many like oldies songs or whatever, but they really did. Um, I had some people, the people that were, what's it called? That were behaving good. I would let them pick a song, and some of them would come up with songs for like, let's say, Queen or I even had this one kid that liked the song from Kiss, I Want to Rock and Roll All Night. So I mean, they know more than what I expected. So, and I mean, it can be any kind of music they listen to, even though what they're gonna listen to may not be like what's the most modern thing, like rap or whatever. But so just have them come up and write whatever genre or style they know. And so next is the procedure, which is mostly all of the, what the whole lesson is, the step-by-step lesson is going to be. Oops. And so you start off again with with the board or whatever, asking them to go write down what they know. And then I will start off by giving them an example of the activity they're going to do in their group. So first we're going to do it as a class. And this first example is a jazz, I think. Yeah, it is. It's jazz. And so the class will answer different questions like, what genre do you think the song is? What time period? And what instruments do you hear? And so then I will present to them the activity and then assign groups. And basically what they're going to do is they're just going to go play their example, and I have a handout that would be handed to them for them to answer. And after they go over their video, they will then present to the class which is all these questions, and everybody will have very different examples of music, and they will present it to the class so the whole class can know what different kinds of music are. And so about the detail, here's something that like the teacher will walk around while the group is listening and discussing examples provided. So I mean, I thought that was just kind of things that you already know, but like I said, you have to do it as if a substitute teacher is going to give the lesson. So lastly, the conclusion is, after all the groups have presented and the class has reflected, the teacher will explain how important different aspects of music are, and that music comes from all time periods, all cultures, presented in many genres, and they're all worth listening to at least once. And so the last thing is the accommodations, which is for the exceptionalities that we're talking about. And so here are just for some of them. So, for example, the more advanced students would be like leaders of each group, have your top students and separate them with other students that may not be as good as they are, like as smart as they are in music, And so next are the hearing impaired students will be able to listen to a song a couple more times than the others, and maybe have some headphones or something for them to listen better. And lastly, the ADD students will be monitored more closely. And so that is it. And I just want to say thank you, Megan. She helped a lot, and she's very creative. All right, that's all.